The year was 1970, and the American automotive landscape was at a turning point. Muscle. Cars had already captured the imagination of a generation, dominating streets, highways, and drag strips. Yet, for enthusiasts, there was always a hunger for more power, more torque, more raw thrill. Chevrolet, long known for its innovation and performance, decided to answer that call with an engine that would forever change the perception of what a car could be. The 454 big block V8 was not just another engine, it was a mechanical declaration. At 740 liters of displacement, it dwarfed most competitors and promised performance that seemed almost reckless in an era beginning to embrace emissions control and rising fuel prices. Chevrolet wasn't attempting subtlety. This was an engine designed to dominate, to inspire awe, and to make its presence felt in a visceral, unmistakable way. It first appeared in the Chevelle SS 454, a car whose very name had begun to symbolize raw muscle. The moment the driver turned the ignition key, the deep rumble of the engine sent a message. Power was here, and it demanded respect. This wasn't about commuting or practicality. It was about feeling every ounce of torque as it pressed the driver back into the seat. Every rev, every gear change was an experience, a dialogue between man and machine. Engineers at Chevrolet understood that power alone wasn't enough. The 454 needed precision. Cylinder heads were meticulously designed for optimal airflow. Camshafts were calculated to deliver torque across a wide RPM range. Reinforced blocks ensured reliability under stress, while upgraded cooling systems allowed the engine to perform at full tilt without faltering. It wasn't just brute force. It was engineering brilliance wrapped in a package that could intimidate any competitor on the road or track. The release of the 454 came at a crucial moment. Muscle car enthusiasts were beginning to feel the pressures of new regulations and rising fuel costs. Imports were slowly making inroads into the market, challenging American manufacturers to maintain supremacy. By doubling down on power rather than compromise, Chevrolet sent a clear signal. American muscle wasn't dying, it was evolving. The 454 was more than an engine. It was a cultural touchstone. It defined the era's ethos, reflecting a generation unafraid to embrace excess, daring, and thrill. Its roar was not just mechanical, it was symbolic, announcing the arrival of a new champion in the pantheon of automotive legends. By the end of this part, one thing is clear. The 454 Chevrolet engine was destined to be more than just numbers on a spec sheet. It was the heartbeat of an era, a revolution under the hood that would leave a lasting impression on the automotive world forever. Engineering excellence. Inside the 454, Chevrolet's engineers faced a monumental challenge when designing the 454. How do you create an engine that combines raw power, reliability, and versatility without compromise? In an era where regulations were tightening and competitors were cautious, the team at GM decided not to hold back. The result was a machine that would define American performance for decades. At the heart of the 454 lay its massive bore and stroke combination, 4.25 inches by 4.00 inches, giving the engine a total displacement of 7.4 liters. This enormous size was more than a bragging point. It was the secret to the engine's staggering torque. The 454 could launch cars from a stop with an authority few engines could match, providing a driving experience that was both thrilling and commanding. But the engine wasn't just about size. Every component reflected precision engineering. The cylinder heads were designed to maximize airflow, ensuring that each combustion cycle delivered the most energy possible. The camshaft profile was calculated to spread torque across a wide RPM range, preventing sudden spikes that could make the car difficult to control. Even the valve sizes and intake runners were optimized for performance, making the engine responsive, whether cruising the streets or tearing down the drag strip. Chevrolet also paid attention to structural integrity. The block was heavily reinforced to withstand the immense stresses generated by such displacement. Pistons, rods, and crankshafts were designed for durability under extreme conditions, meaning drivers could push the engine harder without fear of catastrophic failure. The cooling system was upgraded with larger radiators and oil coolers, ensuring that heat never became a limiting factor. Fuel delivery and exhaust were equally critical. High-performance carburetors provided precise fuel metering, while exhaust manifolds were designed to let the engine breathe freely. The combination ensured that the 454 didn't just make power, it made power efficiently, translating engine potential into actual usable performance on the road. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 454 was its versatility. While it became famous in muscle cars like the Chevelle SS 454 and Corvette, Chevrolet also adapted the engine for trucks and marine applications. Its robust design allowed for a wide range of uses, from pulling heavy loads to powering boats through choppy waters. It was a true all-rounder, proving that a big block V8 could be both a racing weapon and a reliable workhorse. The result of this engineering effort was a powerhouse that felt alive. Drivers often described the sensation as if the engine had its own personality, responsive, aggressive, and unapologetically powerful. Every press of the accelerator, every shift of the gear lever, sent a tangible jolt of energy through the chassis. It wasn't just about speed, it was about an emotional connection between driver and machine, one that few engines before or since have managed to achieve. By the end of Part 2, it's evident. The 454 was not merely a large V8, it was the product of meticulous engineering, careful planning, and an unwavering commitment to performance. Chevrolet had created more than an engine. They had created an experience, one that would define muscle car culture for generations to come, dominating the muscle car era. Once the 454 was unleashed, it didn't take long for it to establish dominance in the muscle car arena. Chevrolet strategically placed the engine in some of the most iconic vehicles of the time, including the Chevelle SS 454, El Camino SS, and eventually the Corvette. Each of these cars became a living testament to what raw American muscle could achieve, and the 454 was the beating heart behind their power. Take the Chevelle SS 454, for instance. At first glance, it was a striking car with a wide stance, bold lines, and aggressive styling. But what truly made it unforgettable was what lurked beneath the hood. With up to 450 horsepower and over 500 pound-feet of torque, the Chevelle could out-accelerate nearly anything on the street. On drag strips across the United States, the SS 454 became a legend, leaving lighter, seemingly faster cars in its rear-view mirror. Wheel spin was common, tires smoked, and the engine's roar turned heads even before the car came into view. The El Camino SS was another fascinating application. By combining the utility of a pickup with the fury of the 454, Chevrolet created a vehicle that could both haul cargo and intimidate competitors on the strip. It wasn't just a car, it was a statement. Drivers of the El Camino SS weren't just commuting, they were making a declaration of performance, audacity, and style. The Corvette, often considered Chevrolet's halo car, benefited immensely from the 454As. Well, by integrating this engine, the Corvette could deliver supercar-level performance, while remaining accessible to enthusiasts who wanted raw, visceral speed without exotic pricing. The combination of lightweight chassis and massive torque made acceleration breathtaking, and the handling improvements of the era allowed drivers to enjoy this power without feeling completely out of control. But the 454's dominance extended beyond just factory performance. Drag racing enthusiasts quickly realized the engine's potential. Racetracks became proving grounds where the 454 consistently outperformed competitors, and aftermarket modifications only amplified its capabilities. Cars equipped with this engine didn't just race, they commanded respect. The combination of low-end, grunt, high-rev capability, and durable construction made the 454 the ideal power plant for both casual enthusiasts and professional racers. It wasn't just about speed, it was about presence. Driving a 454-equipped muscle car was a full sensory experience. The vibration through the chassis, the deep growl of the exhaust, the instant surge of power when the accelerator was pressed. It was intimidating, exhilarating, and utterly addictive. The engine demanded respect, and those who mastered it earned admiration from peers and onlookers alike. Chevrolet's decision to push the boundaries with the 454 reinforced the muscle car era's ethos, performance above all else. At a time when many automakers were reducing engine sizes or compromising power for efficiency, Chevrolet doubled down, proving that American muscle could evolve while remaining unapologetically potent. By the end of Part 3, the narrative is clear. The 454 didn't just participate in the muscle car era, it defined it. From drag strips to city streets, it set a standard for what power, torque, and audacity could achieve, creating legends that remain celebrated even decades later. Cultural icon and influence. By the mid-1970s, the 454 Chevrolet engine had transcended the boundaries of mere machinery. It was no longer just an engine tucked under the hood of a Chevelle El Camino or Corvette. It had become a symbol of American performance, ambition, and audacity. Car enthusiasts didn't just admire it, they celebrated it. Owning a vehicle powered by a 454 was more than possession, it was identity. Movies, television shows, and car commercials of the era began to feature the engine prominently. Its unmistakable growl became a cultural motif, representing power and rebellion. In films, a 454-equipped car racing through city streets or tearing down highways wasn't just entertainment, it was a statement. Raw American muscle was alive, and nothing could take it. This visibility helped cement the engine's legendary status, making it recognizable even to casual viewers who had never stepped into a car showroom. The 454 also played a key role in car club culture. Across the United States, enthusiasts formed communities around their passion for muscle cars. Meetups, exhibitions, and drag racing events often had a special reverence for vehicles equipped with the 454. It wasn't just about the speed, it was about the story, the engineering marvel, and the shared thrill of driving a piece of history. Car owners often swapped stories of rebuilds, modifications, and personal experiences, passing down knowledge like treasured lore. In the aftermarket scene, the 454 became a favorite for modifications. Performance shops offered everything from upgraded carburetors to custom exhausts, allowing drivers to push the engine well beyond its factory limits. The adaptability of the 454 made it perfect for experimentation. Some enthusiasts focused on drag racing, others on street performance, and some even integrated the engine into boats or off-road vehicles. Its robustness and versatility meant that the 454 wasn't just a factory legend, it was a playground for creativity and mechanical mastery. Chevrolet recognized this momentum and strategically maintained the 454 in production through various models and applications. By doing so, they ensured that the engine wasn't a fleeting sensation, but a long-lasting icon of performance. Its presence influenced design, philosophy, marketing campaigns, and even competitor strategies. Automakers watched closely, realizing that the 454 wasn't just selling cars, it was selling a dream, an experience, and a lifestyle. Even decades later, the 454 continues to inspire. Modern car enthusiasts seek out classic Chevelle, Corvettes, and El Caminos, not just for nostalgia, but to experience the tangible connection between man, machine, and unbridled power. Its influence extends beyond cars. It shaped expectations for what an American muscle car should feel like, sound like, and represent. By the end of Part 4, it's clear the 454 Chevrolet engine had become more than mechanical innovation. It was a cultural touchstone, a source of inspiration for enthusiasts, and a living testament to the audacity of American engineering. Its roar echoed not just on the streets or tracks, but in the hearts of everyone who believed that cars could be more than transportation. They could be legends, controversies, and challenges. No legend is without obstacles, and the 454 Chevrolet engine faced its fair share. While it captured the hearts of enthusiasts and dominated drag strips, the rapidly changing automotive landscape of the 1970s presented challenges that even a powerhouse like the 454 could not ignore. First came emissions regulations. The 1970s marked the rise of environmental awareness, and new laws required automakers to reduce pollutants from their engines. The 454, with its enormous displacement and thirst for fuel, struggled to meet these standards without modifications. To comply, Chevrolet had to detune certain versions, reducing horsepower and torque. For purists, this was a bitter pill to swallow. An engine designed to dominate was now being limited by legislation. Yet, even in its detuned form, the 454 remained formidable, proving that true engineering brilliance can withstand external pressures. Next was the oil crisis of 1973, which fundamentally shifted consumer priorities. Gasoline prices skyrocketed, and the appeal of fuel-thirsty muscle cars came into question. Vehicles equipped with the 454 were notoriously inefficient, consuming fuel at rates that would make modern drivers cringe. For everyday commuting, the engine was impractical, yet enthusiasts embraced it for what it represented: performance, excitement, and the freedom to push boundaries. It became a symbol of rebellion against practicality, a reminder that driving could be thrilling even when it wasn't economical. Insurance was another challenge. Cars with the 454 quickly earned reputations as high-risk vehicles. Insurance companies raised premiums dramatically, sometimes doubling the cost for young drivers who dared to tame this engine. Yet, this only reinforced the aura of the 454. If you owned one, you were part of an exclusive club, a driver willing to embrace power and accept the responsibility it demanded. Despite these challenges, the 454 maintained its cultural and mechanical relevance. Drag racers continued to modify and tune the engine, creating performance beasts that outpaced even the most advanced factory models. Hot rodders and custom builders embraced its versatility, adapting it to trucks, boats, and specialty vehicles. Its reliability under stress made it ideal for experimentation, and enthusiasts loved the challenge of unlocking even more potential from a legendary platform. Chevrolet's ability to adapt and preserve the 454's relevance ensured that it remained a symbol of performance, even as emissions regulations tightened and fuel economy became a focus. The engine's legacy endured. Its reputation for raw power, precision, engineering, and versatility remained unchallenged. Enthusiasts and collectors continued to seek out original 454-equipped vehicles, valuing their historical significance as much as their performance capabilities. By the end of Part 5, the story of the 454 is not just one of power, it's a story of resilience. It faced legal, economic, and societal challenges head-on, yet emerged as a timeless icon of muscle car culture. Its roar persisted through adversity, echoing a simple truth: great engineering and bold vision cannot be silenced. Legacy and modern reverence. Decades after its debut, the 454 Chevrolet engine continues to captivate enthusiasts, collectors, and automotive historians alike. It is more than an engine. It is a living, testament to the golden era of American muscle, a symbol of audacity, engineering, brilliance, and raw, unfiltered power. Collectors today often pay six-figure sums for pristine examples of Chevelle, Corvettes, and El Caminos equipped with the 454. Restoration projects frequently focus on preserving originality while maintaining the signature roar that defined the engine's character. From meticulous bodywork to the tiniest engine component, enthusiasts treat these vehicles as mechanical heirlooms, passing down knowledge and appreciation for the 454 to new generations of car lovers. Modern Chevrolet performance engines may boast advanced technologies such as direct fuel injection, variable valve timing, and turbocharging, but the 454 remains a benchmark for raw performance. There's something irreplaceable about the way the engine delivers power, its surge of torque, the visceral feedback through the chassis, and the unmistakable growl that announces dominance before the car even moves. No digital, tuning, or electronics can replicate the emotion evoked by the original big block V8. The 454's legacy extends beyond performance metrics. It has profoundly influenced car culture, aftermarket customization, and automotive storytelling. Drag racers still revere it for its adaptability, while hot rodders celebrate it as a canvas for mechanical creativity. Boats, trucks, and even specialty vehicles have been powered by the 454, showcasing its unmatched versatility. Its story has inspired documentaries, magazine features, and countless online communities where enthusiasts dissect every detail of its design, performance, and historical significance. Culturally, the 454 embodies an era when power was king and driving was an experience rather than just transportation. Its influence shaped how automakers approached performance vehicles, setting a standard that competitors aspired to match. The roar of a 454-equipped engine is instantly recognizable, evoking nostalgia for a time when American muscle ruled the streets and boldness was celebrated over compromise. Even today, the 454 continues to inspire innovation. Performance engineers and enthusiasts study its design principles, learning from its balance of torque, durability, and reliability. Its story teaches a vital lesson. Great engineering combined with bold vision leaves a mark that transcends generations. The 454 is not merely a relic, it is a continuing influence on automotive design, performance tuning, and car culture at large. In conclusion, the 454 Chevrolet engine wasn't just an engine, it was a revolution under the hood, a powerhouse that defined the muscle car era and shaped the identity of American performance. From the drag strips to the streets, from car shows to cinematic depictions, its roar continues to echo through history. It reminds enthusiasts that true power is not measured solely in horsepower or torque, but in the emotional impact and legacy left behind. The 454 changed automobile history forever, and its legend will continue to inspire awe for generations to come. If you enjoyed this incredible story, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more epic automotive adventures. Your support keeps these stories alive.